All right, folks, we're back. Christian, the last 6 episode. After this one will be 3.
I know we're coming up on the end, man.
This is honestly, I hate that hate is a strong word. For Freeman, right? We did 1 episode, we bundled a few, but this we've bundled so many. And looking back, I feel like we should have appreciated the show more and like split them. Yeah, actually,
I mean, we could always we could take 1 episode and talk about it for hours. So like, it's not at some point there has to be a cap on how much we talk about it. I mean, for the sake of like keeping things not wildly long or too long.
I understand. I completely get it. What I'm saying is, this is like, Christian, you've showed me a lot of good shit. But this, I really like this show, man. Like, damn.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
it's just taking me back to how I felt when I first watched it. Because I watched this twice. I watched this by myself, and then I also watched this with my mom. And then this is the 3rd time that I'm watching this. And
damn.
Yeah, each time I watch it, I long for more. And there is something called Steins Gate 0. I was just thinking about this before we recorded. That I don't know what happens in Steins Gate 0, but I know it's some type of extension of the story. And I believe there's a good chunk of episodes there. I don't know if it's also 24, but yeah. I don't know, maybe because if I start watching it and I'm like, wow, we need to talk about this. This is like a proper continuation, then maybe we can do that too. But yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what to expect from that.
So it's not an official season 2. It's just a different branch. Like,
I don't like. I truly don't know.
Okay.
I haven't looked into it at all.
Okay. So no, but dude, this is a good show. Oh, and the scientific aspect of it, I love that. That's like dark matter vibes. I remember beating that dead horse. I love that a lot, man. Oof. Like, they're intelligent kids. Like, the plot is great. The emotions are ramping up in these these 3 that we're discussing.
And every single character gets used. Every single character that we've had a chance to talk with or communicate with or like share a moment of levity or a moment of strangeness with, they've all mattered here. And that's always impressed me with this show, that not a single character is wasted. And you know how I like when shows
inclusion,
do that, when they're
evolve.
Well, maybe more like efficiency.
Sure, that too. That I understand.
Inclusion.
No, inclusion is like, it's a broad term. As in, like, if you're a part of the show, you will be given a role that's significant. Like, you're not fodder. But I understand.
Right.
But there's one person in my eyes they could have given more screen time or included more in the plot. To me, I think it's Daru. Sure, he fixed the time machine, came back up. He can do that. Like, sure, like, he's a hack. He hacked into CERN the first time. But it's like, we're finding out.
That's a big.
That's true. That no, for sure. That's true. That's a big piece of that puzzle. Yeah. Okay. I take that back. But yeah, man, he's on a quest, right? 19 to 21, undoing dmails, and we're at Miss Moeka. Wow. Okay. For starters, I don't know if it's a copyright thing. It might have been. Notice that he is licking her up on Google. Yeah, it's not Google or Dougal. Right? There's a D involved in one of the G's. I guess that's pretty funny, like a search engine. Maybe, I don't know, for copyright issues, but that was funny to me. And she kills herself, right? Of course, because we are about to find out in the next episode she's outlived her purpose. But there's before getting to episode 20, while watching episode 19, like, Moeka, to me, do you know the psychological, not torment, psychological upper hand that pimps had on their girls? Do you know about that, Christian? It's not a secret, but I'm just.
Yeah, I can see where you'd be going with that. If you
Okay. So back in the days, right? Not even back in the days. I'm sure a bunch of it's just more modernized. I'm sure some of these OF women are working for staff agencies or what. Regardless, what I'm trying to say is, from how Dave Chappelle, actually, who I got this from, hit him, and from him it was an anecdote I think from someone, one of these stand-ups, how pimps would beat up their girls and then run them a bath. So this is a stretch, but I'm going to bring it and reel it back in to put in their mind like how A, they're useless, and how B, he is their savior. As in, fine, I will build you back up. Go ahead.
You remember when we were watching The Last of Us, David, and how he treated his. There was a girl slight spoilers for The Last of Us.
This is episode 7, right?
play
The
the game.
religious folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
You remember there was a scene. I might have brought this up because this is when I was watching the interviews of the people who wrote the games in the show talk about this scene. They said, so in the scene, David, the leader, he goes up to the little girl and he slaps her,
Mm-hmm.
and then he does something to the effect of holding her, or he does some act
I
that
vividly remember
shows
the
that he
scene.
cares about her.
Yeah.
And it's what you said is exactly what the creators of the show said, which is that contrast is a very toxic trait that pops up in abusive relationships.
Correct. Like, it's done not voluntarily. It's done intentionally from the abuser's end. Like, what Moeka is going through right now is extreme withdrawal. She doesn't have direction. She doesn't have purpose. Although it's different, right? He never abused her. Like, obviously, like, to even think of Mr. Braun as like a motherly figure, it must have been nurturing messages, which they showed us a glimpse. It was like, you can do it. I'm proud of you. He complimented her on, I can't remember what he gave her a compliment for. That's something he liked about me a lot. Minus the abuse side, it's this knowing that I'm nothing without this person. Yeah, like, she's directionless. Like, she's in a hole. Like, the apartment looks so grim. She's in a corner, constantly texting, like, FB, please come back to me. Because, like, I need you. It's, like, yeah, a lot of psychological games have to have been played. A lot of things have to have been set in place to get someone to be so dependent on another. All of those, but I love that aspect of it.
I like what Okabe said about how they also gave her a place where she belonged.
Yes.
Just, like, she's not
Yes.
completely innocent here. Like, she can't just yeah, she has a really strong social phobia, and yeah, she's already gotten really deep into the
Right.
abusive things, but
Even that too. Yes, Christian, like you just mentioned. Like, his grip on her trumps any other act of kindness other people could do. Like, right?
Yeah.
Even later on, he's like, days from now, you're about to kill someone. Would you kill if Braun asked you? She says in a heartbeat. Just, this is her God, right? It's just like morality or even like sinning. All of those lines are blurred in her head. She's basically, what is it? Like, these robots, right? Just following instructions. But she's a human being. But how Braun or FB has made her feel has gotten to a point where it's like she completely trusts, respects, obey, love, and cherish his every word. Like, that is insane, right? And she seemed like a good girl, which is why I know at the end, she's like, do I really kill someone? Like, yeah, girl, you do. I even had to snap back and realize, oh shit, like, I would have killed someone. And we've seen her kill, right? Remember the first kill? She's like, I'm sorry for this. This is for FB. As in, this is a good person. But yet, any decision that FB makes, she will, like she will follow. And the loyalty, Christian, she wouldn't believe a dmail because it came from her. Do you know, I wouldn't even believe me. That's how deep I am, like, in this cult. Like, at this point, FB is just like, you know how wild that is? Like, myself tells myself something. I'm like, nope, it's not FB. I'm not going to believe it. So yeah, we're not changing worldline. We're still stuck here. Because whatever I sent to her is not believable enough, even after he found out. Like, because the first email, right, they were like, damn, we got screwed. It was never about needing a new phone. Like, she lied to us. But once he figured it out, still nothing happened. I'm in the same worldline. That's insane.
yeah, it's pretty interesting to look at how text warps people's approach to relationships. I was gonna say, like, the fact that you and I, how we communicate with each other is over phone.
Yeah.
And but like that modern way of,
Communication is normalized these days, yeah.
if you're texting somebody, like, let's say you go on Tinder or Hinge,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of relationships these days, they start in a text message.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some kind of effect when you're texting somebody. It's like a merge of all the pressure, all the social nuances, all the chess
Mhm.
game that comes with, like, speaking to somebody in person, that gets stripped away. I want to say, like, it lets you merge a little bit of fantasy with reality because, maybe, I don't know. I can't really, I see the concept, but I'm
Mhm.
struggling to find the words to put it together, what I'm thinking of. But just in general, to keep it short, it's pretty fascinating how somebody can have such a deep dependency on another human when they haven't
They've
even
never
met them.
met.
It's just the words of text through a phone. Like, and it's not even, when you see his messages, it's not like they
They're
even
short.
have emojis. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't have expression. They're
Mhm.
just blanket statements, very hard, cut, cold, and yet that can compel someone to commit suicide if they don't get a response.
But at the same time, Christian, what do we learn in episode 20? Homeboy's not dumb. These people who are vetted, these people who've been targeted, are folks who are lonely, are folks who are longing for connection, or missing something. Folks with a void that he fills. Right? Yeah, you were lonely, so you needed some maternal guide, so I gave you that. Because this is what you needed at the time for me to get what I needed from you. And once you've outlived your purpose, we're done. It is what it is. As in these folks were meticulously chosen. It wasn't random. Like, you couldn't do that to Oka, not even Okarin. You couldn't do that to Makise. She's very strict. Like, who the fuck is this? Who are you? Like, let's meet. what do you mean I'm doing this good? No. Like, I want to see your face. Yeah. It's sad. And the sad reality of this is that things like that do happen, right? If you look at scammers prey on the elderly, the miseducated, the uneducated, right? The elderly. As in, I'm mentioning groups that people who scam target because they see a vulnerability, because they see an opening. The same thing that he did with her. And there's a lot of hers out there. But
Yeah.
it's tough, man. It's some crazy shit. And it was very sad. But, of course...
Like, he still finds it in him, to... Like, because he hit the shit out of her.
Mm-hmm.
And you could feel that was just the result of all the rage of seeing her kill Mayuri over.
Yeah.
But he's such a kind guy that he still ends up... He let it all out, like, both verbally and physically, because when he was on top of her, he was just really peeling away her layers, telling her that whoever this FB is, he doesn't give a shit about you.
And you're about to kill yourself. Because he doesn't respond.
Yeah, but it kind of hurts him a little bit. If you see his face, like...
Yes.
There are times where it flashes on him that it feels uncomfortable.
Yes.
It's completely against his nature to denounce someone like that. Even though this is somebody who's, like, his number one...
Nemesis.
Villain in his mind right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's, I was going to say growth, but it's really not growth. I love how much we've unpeeled the layers of Okabe, like, throughout all these episodes. Like, the way this man displays humanity, the way this man can go back from decisions that are needed. Like, Mayuri dies, yet this man's like, I can't ask Ferris to kill her dad. I can't do that. Just, like, I understand, but it's like, I can't take that from someone like this. Like, it's insane. Like, yeah, even there, again, humanity, like, looking at Moeka, like, you're about to die a very lonely, slow, and painful death. And it's fine. I'm not going to beat it out of you. It is what it is. I'm just going to go and find Braun. Like, I'm going to waste more time. Well, it's not waste time, right? Because he has a cheat code of continuously reliving the day if he needs to. But it's like, you know what? You're devoted to the cause. I'm sad for you. You will kill yourself, but I'll go find him. Also, because he has to, right? Because he figured out, like, she'll only obey if the dmail comes from one number. And in that moment, she too had a moment of, like, snap back. Like, although FP asked me to snatch this away, this is a guy who is genuinely good for understanding that I'm about to kill someone and still letting me live and giving me my phone back. It is what it is. Like, listen, man, it's in the coin lockers, the die building, which... No, it's nice. These episodes have been crazy. Okay. So we're moving, right? Episode 20. Sick. Jesus, Makise for the rescue again. I love the way they have her come back up. Her, I don't know, man. Although she will never remember these things because, he has to constantly go back because they're undoing emails, they're undoing world lines. Like, the way the writer... Is this one person or a writing team?
I don't know.
Okay. The way the folks are writing, or the person writing this, have had her come in at his lowest. Because at this point, man, this man's going through stuff that adults couldn't bear. Like, he's not that old. Seeing your friend die, like, watching people make sacrifices, and only you know these things.
He's an adult.
He's an adult Christian, but he's not in his 30s. I'm talking about in terms of, like, maturity to bear loss, to bear just...
I don't know. I mean, how old are you when you went through college works? What was that?
No, Christian, we're a different breed. This is why we can't put ourselves in with these common folks. No, Christian, we're monsters. That's a different thing.
In my mind, I'm just thinking about Ellie from The Last of Us, the game specifically, part 2. This is a 19-year-old who, like, experienced some of the worst kind of hell you could experience. So, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like people suffer across all ages. So
people suffer across all ages, but his suffering has been back to back to back. Watching someone die every day, Christian, it's not his suffer. There's no 15-minute break in between. The man's exhausted.
No, I'm not saying there is. But, like, you're saying that, like, someone who's older is a little more equipped, or there's a chance they're more equipped to deal with this than someone
To
with
deal with
less
this, yeah,
experience.
right? Because he's not prepared for this, right? This was a. Do you remember the kid from episode 1? Dude, this was a goofy kid, like very smart but very like flamboyant, you know? Like, nah, you're a rodent. We don't hear these things anymore, and of course we can't hear it because he's carrying the sadness. And the fact that he remembers these things, which is another thing, right? The other folks, their minds are wiped. Well, their minds are never there because it's a different world line, or he goes back in the past. He takes them all with him. And we see how much it's affecting, like, his body language, like, his mood. But, yeah, what were you going to say?
I wasn't going to say anything, really. It was just
Okay.
you brought up the age.
They're
That's
not
probably
old.
not the first thing I would point to is your
Okay.
ability to deal with things, but that's just what I was thinking. But
Okay.
I get the sentiment of what you're trying to say, though.
If Okarin, they're in their probably late teens, right? If Okarin, like, his origin story was, let's say, like, Levi's, right? He lost his two best friends. I'm like, okay, this dude is what is it? This dude is familiar to loss. This dude is familiar to pain. This is a kid who probably the closest thing to, we don't know about his parents. I'd say the closest thing he's had to a death was Mayuri's grandmother, because I don't know anything about Okarin's mom or dad. Like, I've never. Is that mentioned and I missed it?
No, it hasn't been mentioned.
Right. So this is just a kid that's in a lab, you know, in a 001, 002. This is a kid who's making these very nice comments to an intellectual being. This store, I forgot the quote. This stuff is nothing short of ambrosia. Oh, just like that kid is no longer here. You know, there's an innocence that's also being robbed. He's not a toddler, I know, but it's just. Do you get where I'm coming from, or am I exaggerating this? Actually, like, is Okarin not darker, more quiet, sadder?
No, he's 100%. Yeah, he's 100%. Like the light is draining with every
right
time
with
he
every
goes back in the past.
yeah.
But it's nice though how he's still able to bring it out to make people feel
Yes.
like
Yes. Yes.
especially Mayuri.
Yes.
And Makise
There's-
sometimes occasionally.
Right. Homegirl, he's had to be. Like, he's been truthful with her in every word line, because she beat it out of him. Like, you're gonna have to fucking tell me, like, like, I can help, and she has proven to help in every word line. There's not one word line where he tells her the truth, she doesn't come through for him and help him realize something. It's insane. It's insane, and she comes through again in episode 20. Like, okay, it seems like all you have to do is just undo all your dmails. This is the only way you get closer to the IBM 5100, by undoing everything. So, and ask yourself, why is it being held in lockers? Because it's about to get passed down. Because this is supposed to be a handover. And even the stakeout, right? How, like, Moeka comes in, offer him bread, like, he sits with her. This is the person who kills your sister. No, he's
You think
such...
you could do that? Like,
I could
let's
not
say-
do that. Even if it hasn't happened yet, I can't do that. 'Cause I wouldn't be able to do that after the confirmation that if Braun asked you to kill someone, would you do it? Yes, I would in a heartbeat. Okay, so there's no getting through to you. You're gonna do it if you're asked to do it. You're about to be asked to do it anyway, unless I undo this. So fuck you. I'm just saying. I'd be like, I don't know. You know what? I thought you'd be like, I don't know. I'll think about it, but no. But it is what it is. The way he keeps undoing that
I don't
day.
think I could do it either.
Like, fuck that. Yeah, Christian, we're not. Just die. Just, I don't care how fucking curvaceous and, like, the drawers, Christian. The way they have drew Moeka doesn't make sense. Christian, I was this close. I went on Pornhub. I was like, HENT. I was like, no. I was like, oh, wait.
Just hovering over the eye.
I was like, ah. I was this close, Christian. I'm like, bro. I know they were making him like this. Like, what? No. They gave Moeka everything. And they show us no skin, which is so terrible. Like, we're out here seeing Suzuha in short shorts. It's just... Bro, it's not that kind of a TV show. Where's Daru? Like, Daru have too little interaction with her. Anyway, that's some crazy shit. Tracking the package, undo, redo, it's sent to Mr. Braun. The big freaking reveal.
He's getting really comfortable changing time, though, right?
Yeah.
Like, one little mess up, and he's like, "Oh shit!
All right,
go
go
change
back.
time. Go back."
Yeah. And just go back. Uh-huh.
Very comfortable with that.
He's mastered that to a T. And it's not even like because do you remember the first time? Not even the first time. One episode ago, in episode 19, when he finds out she committed suicide, he's like, "Wait, I'm too late. Oh my god, what can I do? No, Mayuri dies." And he's like, "I'm just gonna run back and undo it." And I was just like, "Wait, I didn't see the package. All right, let's do it." It's like, what happened? Whoop. All right, let's redo it. It's crazy. It's crazy shit. The big reveal: Mr. Braun is FB.
What do you
Jesus
think?
Christ.
When it first started to dawn on you, were you surprised?
You know,
I was very surprised.
I was very surprised. So, in my opinion, people who can, like, people with the ability to segregate their emotions, right? To, like, people with the ability to love selectively. Like, this is the same Mr. Braun who loves his daughter so much that he ends up committing the most ultimate, selfless act of kindness and just the most ultimate sacrifice, killing himself so Nai can have a future, because he knows I'm in too deep with CERN, they'll never let me go. At the same time, this is the same Mr. Braun who's tricked innocent people to do his bidding and dispose of them once they've outlived their purpose. Like, to me, those are people that can manage this duality are like the worst kind of monsters in my eyes. And it shocked me, right? Because this is a guy who we see who put up with Okarin, as in this is a cool guy, a very patient guy, because Okarin is a terrible tenant. Like, we see how Nai is very affectionate with her dad, like how they eat together. Like, you're cooking tonight, sure, I'll do it. This is that same guy who is poaching folks in need of help, longing for connections, like Moeka, letting her know to her face, oh, well, you're disposable, it is what it is, you've outlived your purpose, and just shoot her. And, hey, you're not just the first one, you're just one of the few. And, of course, he gives us his backstory, like, I've had a dark past, and then I got a call. And I love the imagery, right? Someone can send you a rope, like, as a lifeline, but eventually you realize you're not climbing a rope, you're dangling from a noose. I love that. That's so visceral. But at the same time, there are people with a dark past that doesn't let it affect the person they become. And that's the one and only Matthew Murdock, Daredevil, right? Like, your mom abandoned you, like, postpartum, unfortunately. Your dad decided to do the most inconsiderate thing, knowing he's in bed with the mob, win a fight that he's supposed to lose, he dies, so you're now a blind orphan. Like, your master, Stick, basically just, you're longing for a father figure, he abandons you as soon as he realizes that you're getting emotional, as any kid should, longing for a dad. Like, your first girlfriend betrays you until she make it up, like, the sacrifice at the end. But it's just like, Daredevil has had so many misfortunes in his life to easily allow him to be an anti-hero, to be a bad guy, yet he's never crossed that line. So this is a whole different, I'm talking about Daredevil, this is Netflix, this is Marvel, like, we're in a TV show, we're an anime over here, but just to show you, although that's not a real person, that's a character, as in, there are people who don't allow their past to justify the shit they've done with their present.
Yeah,
but
those people, that's a certain brand of strength that I like that Mr. Braun just flat out says he's not strong. Like, he said, I ain't made of stone. And
yeah,
he gave the metaphor about the rope, or the analogy about the rope. But yeah, that's probably one of the, if you were to try to condense it down to a word that separates the Mr. Brauns from the Matthew Murdocks, it's just probably the amount of inner strength you have to tough it out and not let the bad circumstances crush you as a person, or crush your soul to the point where you become someone like Mr. Braun that can just use people.
But at the same time, that same Mr. Braun can love his daughter, Christian. That mean that same Mr. Braun is capable of actually empathy and love. But
yeah, it's very nuanced. It's very like, because these of course are humans, so they're not like just one note beings.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just the fact that you
right,
can call it a weakness that allows him to be selfish and prioritize like the life and the sanctity of his daughter over. It's.
I know it's complex. It's actually very layered. Yeah. He actually it's not that black and white. Like, for him to shoot himself, that's in without even dotting an I.
Too. Like, that
takes a lot of strength.
Absurd amount of strength.
Knowing she's gonna be an orphan, but she'll be better. She will be ruined. She will need therapy for the rest of her days, but she'll be better. Just off with me out of the picture. No, it's characters like this. This show's good, man. This show's good. And there's something else he says, Christian. He's like, you're wrong about me being a dog. I'm a Judas goat. I'm leading the lamb straight to slaughter. Bro, like, owning up to the fact that that's who I am. You got to give him some props for that. Like, once he's been made, he didn't say, I'm sorry. Although, right, I feel like his backstory is a bit hypocritical in my end. Like, there's no need. You're just a bad person. That's what I'm saying. And this is why I love Frank, the Punisher. Like, just put you down. There's no time for this shit. You're a bad person. You're going down. It is what it is. Don't tell me my past made me do this. Frank, Christian, another guy who've had every reason to be shooting innocent people left and right, but choose not to. But regardless, no, but he's strong. He's strong. I love his character. It's not black and white. there's more to it. This is just my take, and it's heavily biased, but still, it takes a lot of strength to do what he did. And yeah, he undoes his text, right? The dmail. But do you see how he looks at him when he goes back? When he undoes the dmail, he goes back and see him eating with his daughter. See how his look now changed? Knowing the kind of man that he is? No, like, not his look. Okabe looks at Mr. Braun when he goes back.
Through the
And
window,
like,
yeah.
yeah, and he's just like, and it's so crazy, right? To juxtapose what he's seeing with who he knows the guy is. He's seeing a father giving his daughter the 2 eggs or the 2 chicken or the 2 something. Like, here, you can take that one. You can have it. I won't eat. Although he's eating too, but just an act of kindness and giggling and laughing with his daughter, knowing you're still the same guy who's in recruiting hella agents who need help, who you've managed to, like, not even coerce, right? At this point, these people are willingly coming to you because you're providing them with a drug that they need. Connection, maternal instinct, whatever it is. Because he says, I cater my tactics to the prey. You know, like you needed maternal instincts. I was a mother. That's what it is. Meaning he's extremely versatile. So, no, actually, yeah. You know what? Every time I keep talking more about Mr. Braun, I'm actually, I actually want a Mr. Braun series. Like, imagine it's some kid with a affection for a dog, and he's just been talking to him about dogs. Oh, I have a canine. Oh, the Chihuahuas are great. Or some guy who's into porn. Oh yeah, Mia Khalifa for sure, man, for sure. Oh, what, bro? Hentai? Yeah, man. Just like,
Where are you going with this?
no, I'm saying like how he's catering to the people's needs. Yeah. It's just like, I want to see a Mr. Braun series of him indoctrinating 6 different people, but who are all 6 into different things or longing for different things, and he has to beat those different things.
Pretending to be someone's girlfriend.
Yeah, I know, right? Damn, because he really convinced homegirl I'm a woman, because those weren't maternal fucking text.
Yeah, because you mentioned dog. I also like how when Okabe was like, "You're nothing more than a certain dog," he was just like, "Woof woof."
Yeah,
Like he didn't even try to fight it.
I know, right?
Yeah, you're right. I am. Well,
And he flipped it too. Like, yeah, I'm not just a dog. I'm a Judas goat, bro.
Yeah.
Leading the lamb straight to slaughter. Judas goat. That's betrayal, Christian. That's Two-Face. Leading the lamb. Like, hey, come with me, Moeka. I'll be your mom. Bitch, die. You're done. Leading the lamb to the slaughter. Nah, no. Those the rope and the goat. Nah, the analogies were beautiful. I loved it. Yeah, he undoes it, and as Daru's hacking into CERN, of course, he erased the data. Homeboy snap. Oh shit, if I undo this, the first email that I never told her about, which I'm glad that they're bringing this up. Remember I asked you the last episode?
Yeah.
I'm like, they're saying 5 emails. I'm like, there's 6. What about the first one?
When I was watching this the first time, I wasn't like taking notes, right? So things, and this is a very complicated show if you just watch it on one pass without knowing what you're getting into. So when it got to this moment, I forgot that Makise died in the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
And when in real time, as Okarin or Okabe was figuring it out, I was also figuring it out. And I was like, oh, no.
Yeah. No.
The music matched the ramp up in my brain that Makise was gonna have to die.
Yeah. And he's not. No, that's not happening. That's his girl. They haven't smashed me. That's his girl. Also, Christian, the confidence. Like, as before he interrupted Daru, before we moved to episode 21. He's like, you know what, you and I, we've had some moments. She's like, what? What happened? He's like, don't worry about it. Just let it go. I'm like, bro. I'm like, yo, stop playing with her. Stop playing with her head, man. I'm like, daddy, chill. You know what you're doing to this girl right now. He's like, just let it go. Don't worry about it. I'm like, yo, yes, man. Yeah, Christian, he's been picking up a few things or two in these other world lines. Like, shit. I was like, damn. Oh, she has red, Christian. She has drenched. It's not a story analysis episode if we're not having sex jokes. Crazy shit. But anyway, it is what it is. Shit. Yeah, so he stops her. Mayuri keeps dying, unfortunately. Buys him more time. It is what it is. This episode was so sad. Now, although she knows him so much that she knows that something's wrong. Like, he's bothered. Like, he's distant. He's been snapping back to, like, entertain her. Like, to make sure, like, I'm okay, like you've mentioned, right? That's even hard, too, to act normal when you're not. But, of course, his vocab is high, and the thesaurus, that's his brain, just is always active. So he's like, oh, yeah, okay, great. Yeah, I have some more shit to say about our organization. Make her giggle for a little bit. Christian, he spent the whole day with her. It is what it is. Just to ensure nothing happens, he goes with her to Kamima. Is that Comic-Con for them? I guess,
Yeah.
because there's dress up and stuff. Okay. The love that these two have for each other is just wow. Like, for him to be like, fuck it, I'm gonna sacrifice myself. I'll jump in front of this moving car. For her to say no, push him out.
That was a good
Dude.
attempt. That was a good attempt to change the
worldline.
flow of
That's Christian. That's Looper. You've never seen Looper. Looper's in my top 15 movies. But oh god. Anyway, I won't say nothing. I won't say nothing else.
Sure. I'm pretty sure I saw Looper.
Oh, did I recommended? Did someone else recommend Looper to you, or was it me? Who?
No, I think
What?
it was you. I'm pretty sure because there's a scene in the farm, or not farm, in
Yeah.
the fields, right? That's like
Yeah.
one of the final scenes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's like a couple. There's an old couple that lives in a
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw it.
It's like, I see the future. I see a kid who's about to become an orphan.
Yeah.
I see a lady who's about to do this, so I changed it. Bro.
What's the name of the actor? He's the bald.
Gordon Lewitt, Bruce Willis, and
Willis,
Gordon. I can never remember his name. He played Robin, which never amounted to nothing because DC keeps reversing. Anyway, it is what it is. Gordon Lewitt. Ugh, I don't like that I'm butchering this guy's name. Christian, let me rectify this.
Joseph Lewis.
Okay, now we're both butchering this guy's name. He doesn't deserve that. Okay, what's the hot movie with Scarlett Johansson? Let me just put Looper. Forget that. Anyway, he has a movie with Scarlett Johansson where he's him. Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's it. Looper is... But yeah. And she sacrificed herself. And Christian, he goes back. He is the saddest I've ever seen him. Like,
Probably
when he
Daru
travels
and
back.
Makise, too.
Right.
He's crying.
Even for her to say, hey, you even scared Daru. Like, bro, what's going on? And the giggles are no longer working. Like, hey, bro, relax. You're an evil genius. He's like, bitch, shut the fuck up. He's like, he didn't say it like that, but he's like, fuck that evil genius shit. Fuck. Like shit's actually real here. That's just a bunch of childish crap.
Stop the presses. We have a revelation.
Right?
That's good writing. I like that.
I know, right? Like, whoa, this is out of character. This is like, what is this? No, it's sad. It's sad. But I like how she took the news of her dying.
Yeah, she really took it with her chin up.
It's killing her, of course. She understands Mayuri's dying right now. Like, it's crazy. It's the sacrifices that the women have had to do in the show, man. Like Suzuha to like not get to like meet her dad or something, but to complete her mission, like which she did. Ruka, which is supposed to be a girl. She's known it. We've seen it. We've known it. We've seen her arch. But it's just. But anyway, no, we've not. Like a sacrifice back to being a boy. Ferris is the ultimate sacrifice. Like Moeka doesn't even know shit. Like Moeka's still taking orders, Christian. Just like Moeka didn't do shit. Because Moeka took an order from Mr. Braun's phone, but Ferris, bro, that's a dad. Just oh man. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yeah, yeah. The sacrifice. Now this girl's like, it's either me or Mayuri, and I know I love Mayuri. That's yeah, yeah. She's wrestling with a lot right now. I don't know. And she goes to the site at the end of this episode, so I'm patiently waiting to see what goes down there. But the cemetery scene, or like Mayuri's whole demeanor this episode, like how would you describe that?
This is at a point where I don't remember how the show ends, so I'm kind of a little bit along the ride as well. Like, specifically with Mayuri saying that she's basically dreaming about all these realities that Okabe is going to. So she's experiencing it. Now, okay, so two things. When they were kids, around the time, we don't know for sure, but we know Okabe got his reading Steiner ability when he was, like, sick as a kid.
Right.
And then there was this weird moment where Mayuri and Okabe were at the cemetery. Mayuri was stretching her hands out, and she felt like she could reach and grab her grandma.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have that scene, which they still have yet to explain, 70 million years ago. She also has been traveling through time, trying to find him. We haven't gotten any information. Like, we know Daru was part of the resistance. We know Suzuha was Daru's kid. She was also part of the resistance. We know that Makise was the mother of time. She worked at CERN. We know Okabe, he founded the resistance that goes up against CERN, but no mention of Mayuri in any of that. We don't know what she was up to. So, in seeing this, I think naturally the first question that would come to a lot of people is like, can she also have some different version or different manifestation of the reading Steiner? Like Okabe, maybe it's like less powerful than Okabe. It's less, she can't like wield it like he is, but she still has like a spark of it. She has a hint of it, and it comes out when she's sleeping. So the direction that they take this, I feel like they already hinted at it with the 70 million years ago thing. And now with all these clues, with her dreaming, with her reaching out to her grandma, with her being around Okabe, with her being such a crucial aspect of Okabe's life, I feel like we're getting Mayuri is starting, like, we're getting indications that a different side of her is about to be revealed that we have not understood yet properly. And this episode, when she's in the cemetery, it feels like it's building up to that reveal on what's going on with Mayuri. So, yeah, that's what comes to mind when I'm thinking of these scenes with her.
You know, I have mentioned this so much. I love how we can have such like perpendicular views on things, but we back them up. Like, that's funny. To me, from my point of view, that future is no longer happening. Mayuri is no longer searching for Okabe in some distant future, like to find him, to reach back to him. Makise is no longer the mother of time traveling, and CERN no longer governs the future, this utopian and very sad people are living in hiding, which is why Suzuha got to live to become an old woman. Because as they're undoing all these dmails, they're going back into a world line where time traveling never existed. That's to me. But everything you said, like, everything you said also makes sense.
So you're saying, like, were they on the alpha going to the beta, or the beta going to the alpha?
They're on the beta going back to the alpha. Okay. So
you're saying on the beta world line, it ends in a scenario where Mayuri is like trying to find Okarin through 70 million years.
Yeah, but they're going back to the original. I think these
Alpha.
folks can go wherever they want to go with us, and I'm down for it. Shit.
Maybe
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's still. I understand that.
It's what I saw in this episode is that although he's been going back, his connection with her is so strong that she is feeling the uneasiness, and she's like, she can feel that. It's palpable to her. Where Makise and Daru is like, every now and then if they catch him like dozing off, they're like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Yeah, we don't talk as much." Like, and also she's living his realities, because all those deaths, she mentioned them. I got hit by a bus, I got hit by a train, I got shot. Like, to her, it's dreams, it is what it is. But just somehow, she actually feels these things. And it feels like it's my fault, which it's not your fault, but he's going through this to prevent you from dying. So,
It's
in
not
some
her
ways.
fault, but it is her fault.
Right, that's true. In every way, you are the nucleus, you are the catalyst to this man's, like, the downfall of his joy. Like, the downfall of his fucking joyous personality. But it is what it is. Yeah, this is what I was like, wow, their bond is that strong. She can feel it, and it's worse that she knows some aspect of it. She thinks she's at the center of that, which she is, but it's almost like a sixth sense. That's how strong they are together. Oof. And when he's telling her, he's calling her like, "Hey, Daru's worried," and he said, "No, sweetheart, tell him not to worry." I'm like, bro. She's like, "You tell me if I was third wheeling, right?" Oh God. It's like, nah, girl. You're an integral member of this fucking group.
She cuts herself off. She doesn't want to. She might be a little afraid of the answer.
Yeah. No, it's Jesus Christ. Oof. And when Christian, he finds her at the cemetery, it's like, "You, how did you know I was here? Like, you're my hostage. I won't let you out of my sight." And he's like, and she's like, "You can't keep me forever, right?" I'm like, bro. I'm like, girl, you don't even know the weight of those words. It's like, just, no, He's doing everything he can. Now, this is not only about undoing dmails. This is about undoing every but the last dmail while keeping Mayuri alive and changing the world line. The amount of shit this man has on his plate, Christian. He might just... And another thing, too. Last thing I'll say after this, because we're fucking running out of time here. Another thing, too. Makise mentioned this twice. We still don't know, Christian, the effect that time traveling this much has on him. Like, Makise mentioned that 2 times. Like, the first time he's done it, it's like, oh my God, you time leap. Damn, we don't even know what you must be going through. He's been doing this a lot now, Christian. Like, Predestination, like my second favorite movie of all time. I'm not gonna spoil it. I was gonna say fuck, at this point, spoiler alert if you didn't watch Predestination. The reason he couldn't remember his past self is because he time traveled so much. Because of that, he got dementia. Because of that, he meets his past self at the bar and doesn't know it's his past self. Like, those were the side effects of time traveling so much. That's Predestination.
I was gonna bring that up before, but I figured it was a point for another day. But yeah, no, I agree. At some point, I also had that same thought that, like, 'cause we also clearly see every time when they show us it happening, he like grunts, like he feels like something is being ripped out.
Yeah.
So yeah, and there's no study of what that does to the brain. That can
Right.
very easily make you go crazy.
Yep, he doesn't have a lavender fairy to allow him to go through superposition. Dark matter.
Yeah.
It's crazy stuff. But anyway, crazy shit. Do you have anything else to say, Christian? This is thoroughly covered.
Yeah, I think that's mainly it. There was just a scene about them, like the first time the lab, Mayuri joined the lab, they just sat in silence for hours. That's a hard thing to picture Okarin doing, I think, at this point. Like, as viewers, we always see him being the life of the room, that if you try and imagine him just sitting there quietly for hours, and there's a loneliness that comes with that image, that it just makes his overall situation really heartbreaking. to think about.
Spot on. That's what I was gonna get to. You fucking took the word. You stole my notes. That's exactly what I was gonna fucking get to. Yes, spot on. It's that silence was loud. That silence was loud as fuck. And yeah, and they mentioned that too. She mentioned that a few episodes back. Like, remember you were all alone in the lab? Now look at all these members, bro. Like, we never got to see. She've said that moment of vulnerability. I created this lab so I could make friends with Makise in the closet. Like there's been little sips in there of how dark times was for him, like before them. And getting to see that, nah, fucking spot on, Christian. Christian, this is why you're here. Every now and then you say some shit that reinforce that I made a good decision a few years ago.
Yep, someone's got to drive the podcast, right?
Okay, Christian. It's a hard life. Yeah, drive us to a fucking wall. But anyway.
There's a lot of dents in this car. I feel like you're the one who's been banging into stuff.
Crazy shit. They don't know what I go through. But anyway, this yeah, let's wrap this up here. Hopefully, if you cut most of my portions, we can make this a good 30-minute a good 30-minute audio. Anyway, it's been real. All right. Bye.